Good afternoon to all you boys and girls that are here. My name is Phyllis Toomey, and I'm the current Castle Rock Senior Center Executive Board and the Board President. Okay, that's enough. Okay, welcome to all, and a special welcome to many of our elected officials, nonprofit partners, business partners, the town of Castle Rock, and Douglas County partners. With those partners, please raise their hands so we can see who you are. Thank you for being here. Now I want you to raise your hand if you've been married 50 years or more, and it doesn't have to be to the same person. Hey, really, that's great. That's really great. Because just think, this organization was started by two ladies, and today we serve over 1,500 members in Douglas County. So those that are also members of the Senior Center, please raise your hand, which is probably everybody else. And thank you guys for all being here. Do I sound like a TV commercial, you know, where they say raise your hand when you graduate, okay? So there's many reasons why people have became members over at our Senior Center. So I'll just give you a little brief story of my story of how I found the Senior Center. My story is I retired at age 55 from Honeywell. Then I lost my husband to cancer. And then after a year of taking care of all that paperwork and traveling, I found a lot of time on my hands. And I finally said, self, you can sit around and feel sorry for yourself, or you can become a volunteer. Well, I found the Senior Center here in Castle Rock. And I have loved being a member there, being on the board there, and growing over the years with all the seniors that we have in this community. People ask me how I became the board president, and I always say, well, 19 years ago, I became a member of the board of directors as a facility manager, and I have finally floated to the top. Again, thank you for attending, and I'll turn the program over to Debbie Haney, which is our Senior Center Director. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I just want to tell you how excited we are to celebrate this special and important milestone with all of you, especially after this past year. Over the past several months, we have been planning, researching, and preparing for this day. The staff and I were amazed by the history and the vision that has come before us. We started out as a supper club in the Blue Flame Room in the People's Gas Building 50 years ago and have grown into an active senior community center serving over 1,500 members, transportation rider, and nutrition clients today. This would not have been possible without the support of our community leaders and partners that have been with us for over the last 50 years. In addition to all the wonderful members that have served and shaped this center into what it is today. I'm looking forward to the next 50 years and when I get to join the fun from the other side of the room. So, I would like to call up Mayor Jason Gray. He would like to say a few words.
Thanks, Debbie. So in a minute or two, or maybe 45 minutes or so, I'll read the proclamation. But first I wanted to say a couple things. One of the great things about the Senior Center is your guys' sense of community. And how you guys, I mean, just to watch everybody and how you guys light up when you see each other, and the hugs, and just the reminiscing and stuff, it's so fun to see. Quick story, my parents ended up moving in with me about 10 years ago. Today's actually would have been my dad's 85th birthday. And unfortunately, he passed away about a year and a half ago. But what I like about the Senior Center and how it's connected to the town and connected to the rec center is it's multi-generational. You'll see people of all ages at that rec center. The seniors, the little kids, everybody in between. And I just think that sense of community can't be manufactured. It can't be made up. It has to be just done and felt. And it's just really fun to see that. I know that, you know, in my household, we had multi-generational, my mom and dad, us and our kids, and I think it adds to our household. and I think it adds to Castle Rock. And I think what makes Castle Rock so great is how well we treat everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a new resident in Castle Rock. It doesn't matter if you're a new senior citizen in Castle Rock. What matters is you're a part of Castle Rock, and I just really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys coming here, and I'm just so proud to be here with you guys, and just so proud of your organization. And I know the town is proud to partner with the seniors. I appreciate it. And I got a proclamation here. Proclamation, July 21st, July 2021. I also wanted to mention some of the, Debbie and Phyllis, my mother lives with us, and what was really neat during the pandemic, I know the pandemic wasn't neat, but what was great was, even though my mother was taken care of by us, and she takes care of us as well, it's definitely a two-way street. Every couple months, somebody would call my mother from the senior center during the pandemic to make sure she was doing fine, to make sure she needed what she had, what she needed, and just to talk. I mean, she just talked to them for a few minutes, whenever they call. It was really special, and I do appreciate that. Thank you guys. Proclamation, July 2021, honoring the 50th anniversary of Castle Rock Senior Activity Center. Whereas the Castle Rock Senior Activity Center invites those in the community of ages 50 plus to join in loving life at the second half, and whereas the center is marking its own 50th anniversary this year, have gotten started in 1971 in the Blue Flame Room of Wilcox Street's People's Natural Gas Building, which is now home to Castle Rock Music, and whereas the center enjoyed other notable homes prior to moving in 1997 to its present location within the Castle Rock Recreation Center, Castle Rock's oldest building, at the City Hotel on Perry Street, the old train depot on Elbert Street is now Castle Rock Museum, and the church on 3rd Street is now Castle Rock Baptist. And whereas the chronicles of the members, the center's members are storied in the buildings the group has occupied, hundreds of members have gathered together, embarked in adventures in theaters, casinos, restaurants, to-go whitewater rafting, and beyond. And whereas the nonprofit center also fills vital roles in providing transportation services, nutritious meals, wellness activities, and more within our community. This work has been especially important over the past 16 months, where the center has supported local seniors through COVID-19 pandemic, and whereas because the center has reached significant milestone with more than 1,100 local residents who enjoy our friendships, opportunity to stay active, and chances to share their time and talents, life crafting within the community, touching lives throughout Castle Rock area. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Castle Rock as follows. Section 1, commendation. The Castle Rock Council hereby commends, congratulates, and gives special recognition to the Castle Rock Senior Activity Center on its 50th anniversary, and extends the best wishes to the golden year and for the future. Passed, approved, and adopted on the 6th day of July 2021 by the Town Council of the Town of Castle Rock, Colorado.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Jason. We appreciate that, and we appreciate the council's support so much for all that we do at the Senior Center. Also, I'd like to call up Pam Riddler from she's the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Castle Rock. Again, another great supporter of ours. And if you look in your trivia books, the little history and everything else, our very first transportation vehicle that was donated to us was donated by the Chamber of Commerce.
I have heard that history before, so you're correct. You're correct. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I would love to say, isn't this a beautiful Chamber of Commerce day? It's a little warm, but it's beautiful out. I know it's hot. Well, with the Chamber of Commerce, actually, I want to give you all so much credit for an organization to be around for 50 years. That is amazing. You guys, kudos to all your volunteers, to everyone that from the staff. That doesn't happen all that often. So that is a big accomplishment to be having the Castle Rock Center as a senior center as a 50-year organization in our community. I greatly give you a lot of kudos. But I also want to tell you that the Chamber had decided, because of this wonderful accomplishment that you have, that we are going to award you all with the inaugural Nonprofit of the Year Award. So you guys are the first ones to receive it. So it is with great pleasure that I'm able to go ahead and give this all to you. So you all take care. And I do want to say the partnership has been phenomenal with the Senior Center, with all your volunteers, helping us with Art Fest. It's wonderful, and other type of things that we've done. So Debbie and Phyllis, I'd like to give this to you. It's heavy. I was afraid I'd drop it, so.
Thank you, Pam. And Pam is one of our very, very good supporters too in all of the Chamber of Commerce's. So thanks, Pam. Okay, here at the Senior Center, before COVID started, and we're going to get back to that about the middle of August this year when everything will be back open again. Our Senior Center clocks over 29,000 volunteer hours annually, which is equivalent to 14 full-time worker bees. And to recognize some of these people that have done this over the years for us, we are going to give some awards. So I'd like to have the following people come up here on the stage. Jim Decker, Jean Gray, okay, Sharon Decker, but she was not able to be here today, so Jim can play like he's Sharon and Jim both. Yeah, and Mike Kilman. He didn't leave, did he? Oh, here's Mikey. Okay. Yeah, these are good. These will be honorary awards that we give for their lasting contributions to the Senior Center. So who's up here first? Jean. Okay, the first one up here is Jean Gray. He served on the board of directors as co-chair of Transportation Committee in 2007 and 2008. He had a CDL license and he drove our 49 passenger tour bus that we used to have, and we've got it replaced now with 3 14 passenger buses, which make a little bit more sense. He's continually supported the center as a shuttle bus driver as well. And one of the cool things that Gene did, he's taught a number of our seniors how to make balloon animals, which is a big draw at all of our festivals and also especially at our annual craft show. So we thank you, Gene, for sharing all your skills to benefit the Senior Center.
My pleasure.
And this is Jim Decker, and we'll do him first, and then we'll do Sharon. He'll just pretend like he's Sharon. Sorry, I don't have a skirt for you. But okay, Jim Decker, he served on the board of directors for 3 years and is responsible for using and bringing the information for Power Church, which is a database, to a different level for us. He's volunteered as a driver, was active in current events group, and was computer instructor, and lately he has organized a leather group, a leather crafting group. Somehow he's also found time to build 2 of our elevated garden beds for the center's garden club. So Jim has made his mark on the center. And I'm sorry Sharon's not here today, so we'll have to give this, Jim gets to take it home to her. Let's see if I can get to it. Okay, Sharon Decker. She served as a volunteer lead and organized the Senior Center Garden Club for 4 years. If you don't know where our garden is, it's out in Founders, right next to the fire station. And I want to thank our fire chief for watering that for us all the time. Her interest in the garden club grew, and very few, if any, of the festive gardeners complained about the dirty hand under their fingernails. yeah, dirty hands, let me tell you, because I'm a gardener, my hands get pretty dirty. They also got together for a lot of social things too. They were meeting for lunch and hosting potlucks among themselves. Sharon and the gardeners created an atmosphere of community and unison with the goals of the senior center. We thank Sharon for her dirty hands and her healthy food that she brings to the center.
One of the things that I'm really proud of Sharon did when she was in the Garden Society, any vegetables that the workers didn't want, they didn't know what to do with. And she said, we're going to bundle them up, take them down to the center so the rest of the seniors can enjoy. And I think to this day, they were bringing vegetables down for everybody to share.
Thanks, Jim. This is a special award for this young gentleman here. I can call him young because he's much younger than I am. Probably most of you are much younger than I am. But when I started at the center, he was working over at the building where we are now, and he was the facility person. So you'd go to Mikey whenever you needed anything. And once in a while he would say no, but most of the time he said yes. And he was very cooperative with anybody who was in a walker or wheelchair or had gray hair. That was your only requirements. So when they built the MAC here, we lost him because he came over here. But he still is doing all kinds of stuff for us. When he became 50, I said, so you're 50 now, are you going to join? He goes, no. And I'm going, come on. He goes, I don't have time. Well, he doesn't have time, but his wife's been after him to join. So we finally gave in, and so he has a membership now. Thanks, Mike. So be sure and let your wife know you got a membership now.
She already knew I had.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I need Steve and Bob Halverson up here to talk real quick. They are our treasurer and our executive vice president. And Bob has been our grill master too today, so he's very fashionable today.
As Debbie said, my name is Bob Helverson. This is Steve Lockwood. And about a month ago, you would have received a letter from the two of us talking about our 50th anniversary and talking about a challenge that those that were willing would donate $50 to the center. And we've had a great outpouring of monies, and we thank you for that. And in the letter, we talked about a reserve fund. And I'm going to let Steve tell you what the reserve fund is. He's the guy with the brains up here. Steve?
I don't know about the brains, but I will tell you that in 2019, your board was forward-thinking enough to realize that if we wanted to make it through our 50th anniversary and beyond, we probably needed to have a rainy day fund. So the executive board then created a finance committee, and some of the members are here. And the finance committee designed and developed investment strategies and developed a reserve fund and reserve fund use policy. And I tell you, it worked out just perfect because we had been in effect since December 23rd, 2019. And then what happened in 2020? Oh yeah, COVID. So it was nice to know we had a beautiful cushion behind us to help us when we needed to replace vehicles. And I didn't mention that. I was going to mention that we do have, 10 vehicles now, including 3 large buses. No trivial amount of money to have to replenish those every 7 to 10 years. But anyway, thank you very much for those of you that have made donations. And we have had donations from $5 to way up there. So if you haven't donated yet, please write a check. And it doesn't have to be the 50, but although we would like the 50, but it could be less or more. We just want you to be part of the organization. Thank you very much.
All right, so we do have a 50th booth right over here. They're taking the challenge money over there. We have credit cards and cash, check or charge. Or come and see us at the center. Also, the big thing is that we have the time capsule, and I'm going to let Shannon share some more about that, and we're going to get the program started.
Hi everybody, I'm Shannon. I'm your activities coordinator. We have this beautiful disco ball, and we've hollowed it out. This is going to be our time capsule. So we need you to go back there by the big 5-0 and fill out a little slip. We're going to lock it up later this year. If you can't do it today, that's okay. We're going to bring it back to the center. So you'll have a few weeks to do it there. So maybe in 10 years, probably I'll be back there playing cards with y'all. We could open it up and, we'll get a look at this for 10 years. So if you don't get a chance to do it here, just be sure to go back to the center and do it. We're going to seal it up at the end of the year. We're going to open it in 2031. So I would like to introduce to you a very special band. Shelvis, did you guys want to do board? No? Okay. So I'd like to introduce to you a very special band. When I was talking to them, they were trying to get a feel for the demographic of the crowd. And so, yes, they were like, what level should we play at? Where should we put the speakers? So I said, you know what, Shelvis? These are our friends from Woodstock. So everybody, here's Shelvis and the Roustabouts.
How's everybody doing today? All right, you're gonna remember this song. I am so glad to be here at the anniversary of Castle Rock Senior Center 50th anniversary. Thank you for coming out. We're gonna take you back in time a little bit. Here's one you're gonna know from Happy Days. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. There's a man who lives a life of danger, and everyone he sees, he is a stranger. In every move he makes, another chance he takes. The odds that you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. He giving you his number and he take away your name. Through every pretty faces that you find, a pretty face can't hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say. You give yourself away. The odds that you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. He giving you his number and he take away your name. Oh, he's taking away the name, Donnie. Go, Donnie. Secret agent man, secret agent man. He giving you his number and he take away your name. Living on the Riviera one day, living in Palm Valley the next day. Oh, your passion kisses the struggle. Oh, your passion kisses, they can go wrong. The odds that you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. He giving you his number and he take away your name. Take away your name. You take away your name. You take away your name. Secret agent man. We're Shelvis and the Roustabouts. We are so glad to be here this afternoon. I know it's kind of hot out. Hang in there, folks. We only got an hour of music, so I think you'll be okay. But you'll have nice tans, you know, so. It's not too bad. You got some umbrellas. That was really smart. Here's one from Gene Vincent. Well, Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, I don't mean baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, I don't mean baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Well, she's the girl who's got that beat. She's the girl with the flying feet. She's a woman bops around that stuff. She's a woman yells, oh, 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 oh. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, I don't mean baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Oh, let's rock it, let's rock it, let's rock it out. She's the girl with the red blue jeans. She's the girl with all those teens. She's the woman that I know. She's the woman who loves me so. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, I don't mean baby. Bee-bop-a-loo-a, she's my baby. Oh, rock it out, rock it out, rock it out, here we go. She's my baby. day when I die. You give me all your loving and all your turtle doving and all your hugs and kisses and money to the moon. And then you say you love me, and then you say that maybe that someday we'll all be. And then that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave me, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Yeah! Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave me, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. And you were shining star, you shot it in my heart. And we were never apart when I needed you the most. And then you say you love me, and then you say that maybe that's someday we'll all be. That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave me, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Oh, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day when I die. Long distance information gave me Memphis, Tennessee. Help me try to find a party, get in touch with me. She could not leave a number, but I know what place to call. And her uncle took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Help me information, get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who phoned me here from Memphis, Tennessee. Her home was on the south side, right on the ridge, just a half a mile from that Mississippi bridge. All right, Johnny, let's give it up. Hey! Help me information, get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who phoned me here from Memphis, Tennessee. Her home was on the south side, high on the bridge, just a half a mile from the Mississippi bridge. The last time I saw Marie, she was waving me goodbye. She said, "Just go for the ride." But Marie was only 6 years old. Information, please. Try to get in touch with her in Memphis, Tennessee. Keep saying you got something for me, something you gonna love but confess. If you miss it where you should have been missing, yeah, how someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for rugged, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make you scream and shout. Well, we're gonna rock, rock, rock it till we're gonna rock it till we drop. We're gonna rock it till we're gonna rock this town, rock this place so far. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Woo! You guys like that Stray Cat stuff, huh? We got another one for you. You ready, cats? There's my cats out here. Meow! You guys having a good time? Well, all right. When you have a good time, we have a good time. Black on stray cats sitting on the fence. Ain't got enough dough to pay the rent. I'm flat broke, but I don't care. I strut right with my tail in the air. Stray cat strutting down a lazy cat. Is the feel like I was an open end, and that's that. There's a shrew thrown at me by a mean old man. I eat my dinner from a garbage can. Meow. Don't cross my path, don't it go? I don't bother chasing mine around. I slipped down the alley looking for a fight. Out in the world, I saw a night. Lady is fooling as the lady cat goes. Wow, stray cat, I'm a real gon' die. I guess I have to be as cool as kind, but I got cactus and I got cat style. I don't bother chasing mice around. I slip down the alley looking for a fight. Out in the world on a hot summer night. Lady is singing like a lady cat cries. Wow, stray cat, you're a real gon' die. I wish I could be as carefree about, but I got cat glass and I got cat style. Woo! When you asked Elvis who's the greatest singer he ever heard, he'd say Tom Jones. That's what Elvis would say. And Jackie Wilson. Elvis loved Jackie Wilson. Yeah, that was one of his favorite singers. But here's one that goes out to all the ladies today. Here we go. Well, she's all you ever want. She's the kind you want to phone to date her. Well, she knows her face. She's got crowds, she's got grace, and she's a reader. 'Cause she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about a little lady. And the lady is mine. She's don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. You just need your body, baby, from dusk to dawn. You don't need experience to turn me out. Just to leave it all up to me, I'll show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular time, it's just too complicated. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Come on, girls. You don't have to talk dirty, baby, if you wanna impress me. Don't be too flirty, mama. I know you how you're gonna wanna dress me. Let me be your fantasy, baby. You can be mine. Just to leave it all up to me, I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign, it's just too complicated. I just want your extra time. I think I'm gonna dance now. Women like love, she rules my world. You know you rule my world. At your age, got your shoes size, baby. Maybe we can do the twirl. You don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude. Just to leave it all up to me. Well, baby, I will be your fool. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular time, it's just too complicated. I just want your extra time. I think I'm gonna dance now. Women like her, she rules my world. You know you rule my world. At your age, like your shoes size, baby. Maybe we can do the twirl. You don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude. Just to leave it all up to me, baby, I will be your fool. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular time, it's just too complicated. I just want your extra time and your kiss. I hear a train coming, rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And the train that keeps rolling down in San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I wanna cry. All right, Donnie, get fancy. keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out all the time that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone in each day in this room. Yes, I admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine too, I walk that line. So June.
Yes, Johnny.
So I know we've been walking this line for a long, long time.
It's a long line.
And I've been on this darn bus with June for 8 months. And for 8 months I've been asking her, June, will you please marry me, June? And for 8 months you keep on saying no.
How about I ask you again?
June,
Johnny,
will you please marry me? June, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up.
I'll marry you, Johnny.
All right, June. So we're gonna sing a song. We'll sing together, baby.
All right.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Well, I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to miss around. I'm going to Jackson, June. Look out that Jackson sound. Okay. See if I can. Wow, rolling strong through the sea. People gonna stop and bow. All them the way we go, teach them what they don't know how. Well, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna loosen my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, June. Mr. Johnny Cash! Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, got a letter to me. That's the way it must be, okay. I guess I'll go on home, it's late. Maybe tomorrow night, but wait. Crack that whip. Get out of step. Step on a crack. Break your mama's back. When the problem comes along, you just whip it. And nothing going wrong, you just whip it. And something going strong, you just whip it. I say, whip it. Hit the shed. Shape it up. Get straight. Go forward. Or move ahead. You try to take it. Is that too late to whip it? Whip it good. Grab that whip. Get on slam. Step on the crack. Break your mama's back. When a problem comes along, you just whip it. And nothing going wrong, you just whip it. There's something going strong, you just whip it. I said, now whip it. Hit the shed. Shape it up. Get straight. Go forward. Or move ahead. Don't try to take it. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. Whoa, pretty woman. That was a little twist of the song. Devo with Roy Orbison, huh? Walking through the morning in the county jail. Where's the band began to hit me in the will. Chris saw this, come get the swing. Stood that, heard that jam, gonna swing and let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Who dances to the jailhouse rock? Spotty was playing on the saxophone. With a drum blowing on the short trombone. Drummer boy playing on the crash boom bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gregor. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody, hold yourself rock. Who dances to the jailhouse rock? Here we go, man. Lose my pants here. And you know I can be found as sitting all alone. If you can't come around, at least raise a telephone. And don't be cruel to all that's true. Maybe if I made you mad, something you might have said. Please don't forget my past. The future is right ahead. Don't be cruel to all that's true. I don't wanna love, baby, it's just you. Well, it's one for the money, two for the show. Here, in and out, go back, go, but don't you never want to switch you. I ain't gonna get anything but it all for my blue suede shoes. Hey, you can hungry out, slap in my face, say my name all over the place. You do anything that you wanna do, but I'll honey lay off of my shoe, don't you? Step on my blue suede shoes. I ain't gonna get anything but it all for my blue suede shoes. Oh, here we go. It's one for the money, two for the show. You're ready now, go, can't go, but don't you? Get my blue suede shoes. I ain't gonna get anything but it all for my blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. Blue suede. I ain't gonna get anything but it all for my blue suede shoes. That's right. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. Crying all the time. Well, you ain't ever got it right. You ain't no friend of you ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. Crying all the time. Well, you ain't ever going right. You ain't no friend of mine. You guys want one more? One more? I can think we do one more for them, huh? All right, it's getting hot out there. I know there's a lot of people like, I can't take the heat. Are we ready? Well, 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 since my baby left me, I found a place to dwell. It's down the lonely street. I'll break the door. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely. I can die. Well, the plum's always crowded. They can still find some room for broken hearts who lovers and who cry. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely. Oh, I'll be so lonely. I can die. All right, there we go. Hey. So if your baby leaves you, and you got a tale to tell, let's take a walk down lonely street. I'll break a toe. I'll be so lonely, baby. I'll be so lonely. Oh, I'll be so lonely. I can die. I maybe mess out too much. I might mess out too much. I want to tell you about a plant that grows out in the field. Kind of looks like a turnip. We go down the field, and we pick it up and take it home, and we would cook it up for supper. You know what we called it? You know what we called it? Big old pork salad. I want to give a thank you to all our men and women out there serving our country, the military. Thank you, men and women that serve this country to keep us free and safe. God bless you all. And service dogs. Kelly was in the Navy, right here, my bass player. Thank her for her service. God bless America, man. Down in Louisiana, everybody is person. I swear to the Lord, I swear to the Lord, let the alligators go deep for Saturday. I said the gator ate your grave. Hey, hey. But everybody said it was a shame. Everybody was looking on a chain. Laura Whitlock, rhythm guitar player, acoustic player, great whistle player. Over here is Kelly Sheridan, my bass player, who also plays flute and keys. Back here is Jersey James on my drums. Mr. James Patrick. Over here, my lead guitar player, Mr. Donnie Dark. There we are. Over here, also on the keyboards right here, Miles right here is Miles Davis right here. On the soundboard, over here is Mr. Patrick Tracy over here. Thanks so much, Patrick. We're at the Castle Rock Senior Center on the anniversary of 50. We are so pleased to be here and honored to stay with you folks. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Here we are. When Daddy was a wizard, oh girl, all his brothers were before. Still watermelons out of my truck. I said I gave her rich and pretty. Hey, everybody said it was a shame. I was a look without a change. Here's one from Tommy James. Let's see here. Okay, help me out with it. Here she goes now, say morning, morning. Turn that sugar around, come on, morning. Make you feel alright now. Toss and turn, you feel alright, and you feel alright. I said, yeah. We're gonna do it one more time. Here she goes now, say morning, morning. Sugar around, turn around, come on, morning. Make you feel alright now. Toss and turn, you feel alright, and you feel alright. That's a We are Shelvis and the Roustabouts today in Castle Rock. Thank you so much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. God bless.
Okay, you get my voice. I'll step away. Okay, I just want to thank you guys all for coming out. We were going to do door prizes. We're going to forego that. I've got the bucket with all the people who RSVP'd. We're going to draw them on Monday. We'll call you so that doesn't drag this out in the heat. So we'll do that on Monday. So hopefully, I've got about 30, 35 prizes. So hopefully 35 of you will get a phone call. Real quick, since it's been a while since some of you have seen us, I want to just go over some faces that have changed and introduce you to the current caretakers at the Senior Center. I want to start with the Board of Directors. I'm just going to ask them to stand and shout. Phyllis Toomey, our Board President. Bob Halverson, Vice President. Lynn Kroloff, Vice President, Membership Outreach. Steve Lockwood, Treasurer. All right. Sherry Fogelman, our Secretary. Doris Rollins, our immediate past President. John Hendricks, he's driving the bus down the hill, so he's down there, Transportation Chairperson. Patty Hastings, Activities Chairperson. Al Wanstone, he's our Community Liaison Chairperson, and he's already left. And then on the staff, just so you guys are up to date on some of the new ones, we still got Tina. She's our Transportation Coordinator, Office Manager. Woo-hoo! Shannon Rutt, Activities Coordinator, Newsletter Editor Extraordinaire. Stacy Farrenbruch, I want to make sure I say it right. She is our new Projects Event Coordinator right over here. Reeves, she is our new volunteer coordinator. We're around here, awesome. Our front desk coordinator, Monica Meter, somewhere around here. And Susan Santa Maria Fenton, our kitchen coordinator. Susan, she's down there in the tent ignoring us. And you guys know who I am. So thank you guys again. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay young, and we'll see you at the center.